According to Peter Christopher, 12 hours ago, so that would have been the 31st. Oh, wow. That's today. 31st. There has been a growth in the acceptance of digital transactions in Latin America and the Caribbean, but the cost of digital options remains an obstacle to wider acceptance in the region. This was one of the major points highlighted in a report by payment technology giant MasterCard and research group Payments and Commerce Market Intelligence entitled The Future of Remittances in Latin America, Digitization, Multiple Rails, and the Strategic Role of Partnerships. What does this article say that is important? There are some numbers inside here. Right. The report stated, the region still must combat problems such as entrenched financial exclusion, poverty, and social and political instability. Countries like Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Peru, Paraguay, and Bolivia are lagging in financial inclusion indicators. Less than 60% financial account access, as more than 91 million Latin Americans still do not have digital accounts, and another 200 million are in the early stages of financial inclusion. I think they should have put Trinidad inside there too. There's the part that it says here. The report, yeah. So, I wasn't sharing it at the point in time, my bad. So, this has led to slower adoption of digital payment solutions compared to the rest of the world, as the report said. I think they're talking about Trinidad there. They're definitely talking about Trinidad. So, 60% financial account access. Who they talk about? Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Peru, Paraguay, and Bolivia. Oh, I think Mexico might be a little... No, Mexico, no. Honduras, Guatemala. What about Guatemala? No, Guatemala. That's Central America. Like the people that they raid for all the bananas. Yeah. Honduras, El Salvador, Peru, Paraguay, Bolivia. I guess those countries are what you would consider to be not the gemstones of the South America and Latin America.
Yeah. I mean, they did mention something positive in terms of Trinidad that I believe compared to Carnival 2023 to 2024, it had a 20% increase in visa transactions.
Ooh, let me see if I find out. In December, Finance Minister Carl Milbert noted an increase in financial exclusion while addressing a workshop. No, that's not it.
It's higher up. It's a bit higher up.
Today, no.
Okay, let's do a controller for Carnival.
Right, yeah. The number of visa transactions during Trinidad Carnival 2024 increased by almost 20% in comparison to Carnival 2023, while contactless transactions more than double in good. Well, I mean, let's give that a clap.
Yeah. I mean, part of it could be that if you look at the numbers in terms of how much people came, that could be it too, that the numbers increased from last year.
Larger number, yeah.
We are still, I'm not sure if we still had a little COVID hangover, but I think the numbers this year was larger than last year. And a lot of those transactions, again, was directly tied to the numbers. It was people from the US, Canada, and the UK doing most of those transactions. So it wasn't necessarily locals.
Well, the fact that they could do the transaction is good, because before they used to come to Trinidad and then have to be walking with cash. Because they know, all right, wherever you go, you have to walk with cash here because they don't take your card. And God forbid they take your phone with tap to pay. Like, what?
Nah, that won't work here. I don't think
that.
Would it work? Do the tap to pay machines would be able to do the app? Well,
nope, only chip cards. It will only read chip card because them the tap to pay you require can't remember what it was. I think I checked it out. You had to have NFC. NFC. What
NFC reader.
Yeah, what those machines use is RFID.
Okay.
So the card does emit a radio frequency, but the phone uses NFC. And if you need a machine with NFC. So basically, it's a different type of machine that you need for your phone to work. Even though phones can pick up RFIDs also, but long story short, if the number went up, that is good. I personally have seen that people are using their chip cards to make purchases.
Yes, but they're still using it at the gas stations though.
And you know what? I don't understand why. Pause. Let me tell you this. So you remember when we did the video about the gas station and chip cards and thing and people was real kind of like tinfoil hat and thing, right? I use my debit card at time because I don't know why. I can't remember why I didn't use my credit card. I don't know. But I use a debit card. And people was complaining about the $6 I just take and all them kind of thing. Yeah. When you use a debit card, it's just like the ATM. It's active. If you want to use your savings account, you put the savings account, you put the PIN, whatnot, and the money come out directly. So I was like, all this time I using my credit card because I want the points or whatever it is here to get for the credit card. But the debit card working just as good, even better, because the money coming out directly and you could put in exactly how much you want to take now. Like with your credit card, you had to fill up and well, you could stop where you want, of course, but you won't see the amount come out your credit card immediately because they'll just take the $6. But the debit card, you could do it. You could do it. And once you have a chip card, there is literally no barrier whatsoever. But every time I go to the gas station and I see these people in the line, I'll be like, why, boy? Why?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it could be that they don't have the money,
No, it's not that they don't have the money. People are paranoid. That's the biggest issue. People don't fully trust the machines. They think sometimes it mightn't work, but the biggest thing is they think, the stuff will get compromised if they use it.
Man, I don't know. And someday I had to go to the ATM.
Yeah.
I had to deposit a check or something. So I had to go to the ATM to deposit a check. And the amount of people standing up there and pushing in their card into the machine when it have the RFID to basically just tap the card on it and you could go into the ATM. Yeah. I'm like, wait, they're pushing in the card. And I wanted to be like the greatest tech evangelist and be like, yo, you could just take the card and wave it right there and it will work. Yeah. And when I wave my card, I see the woman behind me, like she make a kind of noise like, I was like, I hope that she saw that I didn't have to put in my card and I just tapped the card and I put it back in my wallet one time.
Does probably on the part of the banks too, they probably should have a campaign, let some people make some videos, a little campaign, hey, you could tap to pay, tap to use the ATM, you don't have to worry about the machine taking your card anymore if you're paranoid about that. A little awareness campaign. Anybody in the bank, you could probably go and say.
I guess they could do that, but I have seen...
That could be your next video.
I see the bank, then they will tell me I do an ad for FCB again, because the last time I do one, they thought I do an ad for FCB, and they message me and be like, how could you use my image without paying me? And I was like, hey, that was not ad, but that was just ad. And I use that image from The Guardian. If you want to worry about the image was in The Guardian. But... the point of tapping or using your card, I am thinking that people do know that they could use it, and there's a subsection of people that are using it. As far as I could see, because with my online classes, people could pay by bank transfer or by paying using WePay, right? And a lot of the transactions going through WePay using the Visa debit card, and I'm like, hey, well, look at that. They know that they can use it because before they only used to you want to do the bank transfer because they were good with the online banking. But now they see that they can just put in the card information and pay for it one time, and there is no need for them to go into their online banking. But there are the folks who we do talk about, which is the ones that don't even want to have a bank account, don't even want to have a card, don't even want to put their money in the bank. That is the group of people that we have to deal with, because the people that in the banking system, eventually, as I'm seeing, you're going to do it once, be scared, do it twice, be all concerned, 3 times, 4 times, and then you're like, oh, wait now, I could use this thing in different places. And then they might try, and they might start to get to work. And eventually they'll use it in the gas station, right? The people, however, that are afraid of the bank because of whatever reason, because the banking system is the antichrist or whatever it is. Them is the ones. Those are the ones that are causing this big gap that we have here. Which could be because of poverty, or it could be because of the types of jobs that we have is cash paying jobs.
Yeah. It could be that, and some people just keep the money out of the bank because they don't want to paper trade.
But so if you're working construction, you work in CPEP, you work in basically 10 days work, right? Because we get a lot of those jobs, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of our economy is built around construction, contracts, and people getting a job to work on a house or work on some big building for a year.
I mean, it have a lot of cash businesses too, like some food businesses. Some doctors just only take cash. Some lawyers too. For certain things.
Yeah, for certain things. But they still need to have an account because I experienced that doctor thing already. But a lot of our jobs, when the government say that they're creating jobs, they ain't talking about creating permanent jobs, you know. They're just creating a 2-year construction job, and then you had to move on to the next 2-year construction job. If the construction companies demand, listen, we're not paying all in cash anymore. We have to say we're going to send your money to our bank account. That will make a big difference, and all of them will have to say, all right, cool. We had to go in the bank to get the money already. We had to use this card. But I think that right now, road works, construction works, fruit vendors, all them. Not fruit vendors. Anybody that getting money from a company that is able, that has to pay out from a particular contract, I think they're still paying them in cash.
In today's digital age, every business needs a strong online presence to reach new customers and stay competitive. But not every business needs a complex website or a full-fledged e-commerce solution. At makeITsimpleTT, we understand that every business has unique needs, and we offer a range of tailored solutions to fit those needs. Over the years, we've helped many businesses. Our services include website design and development. We create a professional and user-friendly website like these that represent your brand and drives results. Invoicing and payment processing. We can streamline your billing process with a user-friendly invoicing system that integrates seamlessly with most payment gateways, and you can receive online payments easily. We also do automated order forms, which allows you to collect orders online and customer information effortlessly and send back automated emails, notifications, and reminders, and then you just have to make the sale at the end. And in some cases, we offer custom software development, where we can create a specialized software system that meets your business's specific needs. But the key to all this is that we make it simple. If it's not easy for you to use, then we failed. So you can contact us today to learn more about how we can help make your business more successful. You can WhatsApp us at 1-868-308-8799, or you can visit makeITsimpleTT.com/business.